Hello. All right. I think we are just about getting started on our live stream here. Thank you so much, everyone who clicked our reminder button and who tried that out. Today, I am here on behalf of at North Van Arts, and we are here to do an artist talk live stream. So, this is going to be a very exciting moment where I should be able to add a few minutes. And here she is. Ava is going to be our final artist talk feature for this mini-series. Hi, Ava.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Do you like, I've got this beautiful little rose bush as my garden
I like
feature.
that. I mean, if I turn my camera around, I have like the view, but...
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, there's a good community garden around there, I think. That's pretty awesome.
True.
Yeah. Well, oh, hi. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And first of all, I just wanted to say, please introduce yourself and let all of our followers know what your mediums are as an artist and as a musician, what genres you might like or prefer.
Okay, so I'm Ava Maria Safai, long name, but at least it's memorable, I guess. I'm a musician, singer-songwriter. I've been playing instruments since I was a baby because my parents are musicians, and I just graduated with my bachelor's in fine arts from UBC's theater acting program.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
That's so great to hear.
Technically, I graduated. You know,
yes.
You know how it be, but.
You are of a very unique graduating class, but I'm sure, I know you're a writer as well, that may have future stories to be told. So I hope that there's lots of good work in here for you, because I know you've been working on an album and getting some new music ready. I'd love to hear, what have you been working on these last few months in isolation?
Awesome. Good question. I mean, getting myself out of bed is like one obvious thing that everybody's been doing. But yeah, as you mentioned, like the album, I finally finished it. I think I have like everything in it that I want to be there. So now it's just about like polishing it and sending it over for mixing and mastering, because I can mix, but like I'm not professionally trained in mixing. So like I don't claim that to be my area of strength. So
you can intermediate, but you can't master.
Exactly. So like I have to recognize like where my strengths are. My strengths like production and songwriting. So that'll be my thing, and somebody else can mix and master it. I'm writing a couple plays for fun. You know how it is, like you get up to the middle and then you're like, I'm tired of this play, and then you have a new crush on another play and you want to go to that one. So that's
absolutely. Yes. No, I totally get how you are. For those who may not already know, Ava and I have had the privilege of sharing some stages together before. I have to say I miss you so much, because as artists, unless we're living together, we're not necessarily able to collaborate or perform or share stages as often. So I'm excited to hear about all these projects that you're up to, but I'm certainly curious for some of our more emerging artists, for some of the folks who might have been in our shoes way back when we were quite young. What kinds of advice would you have? And like you said, for getting out of bed specifically, for artists who are looking for that daily motivation, what kinds of things are you using to fight it?
That's a really good question. And it's hard to answer, because like I have certain goals in mind, and like I'm still trying to reach them. So I think that being said, like setting goals for yourself is really important, like having a vision in mind of like who you want to be, what you want to do with your life, and not thinking so far ahead as well, but like also having some like mini goals. So in order to reach this level, what are little like tasks that I need to complete? So for me, like it's finish this album by the end of quarantine, which maybe could be a long time. So I mean,
yes.
you know, little things like that. I think also like a good education helps, like going to school and like learning practice methods that you can use on your own. So study and set goals.
Sounds very good. Next, I wanted to ask you a little bit more about your inspirations, because as this is part of Art in the Garden, our one of our longest running, or one of the longest running outdoor garden events around the area. We were so excited to have you join us last year, but as this year has come around, we aren't able to celebrate nature in the same way, unfortunately, and I was hoping to ask you a little bit more about how nature, or perhaps more the environment, or even climate change, how that might affect your songwriting, or your just creative process for making art.
Yeah, I think that like every song that I've ever written has been inspired by like me being in a certain place in my life, not like necessarily like the story, but more so the environment that I'm in when I write it. So while a lot of the songs that I write are in like a private studio, sometimes it's just like I'll be walking on the street and I'll see something that I like and that'll inspire me for a song. My first album was a lot about like climate change and like global warming. I had a lot of like those themes in there. This current album that I'm doing is inspired a lot by water. So that's kind of where I'm getting my inspiration. I really like the sea. If I could, I'd be like at the beach every day, but that wouldn't be very good social distancing. So yeah, I love the water. I think the water is my favorite element.
Well, your first album, by the way, where's the best place for people to listen to your music, actually, for your preferred platform of choice?
I think Spotify. Spotify is like
Like,
the easiest one. They pay me very well, so I mean like on time. So
yeah,
Spotify is great. Yeah,
wonderful. And I believe the album title is We've Got Issues.
we've got issues, and then it's followed up by He Loves Me Not, which is my second one.
Yes, He
Third
Loves
one
Me
comes in
Not.
October. So
Perfect. So you can listen to all of those right now at home, but I know you're also doing something that I think is really engaging for this extraordinary time. Is you've been doing these live stream concerts weekly at 7 p.m. every Tuesday. Would you tell us a bit more about that, and
yes.
where our viewers can hopefully join you tonight?
Sure. Yeah. I do Tuesday night streams every Tuesday at 7 on my Instagram channel. And honestly, it started as like a really short-term thing because I was like, quarantine's gonna end really soon and we'll be out and I'll get to do like live gigs again. But now it's like a weekly thing, and every week like one more person joins, and then it's becoming like more consistent. So it's been a lot of fun. You can come on it at 7 p.m. by just clicking on my story, and you can request virtually any song. I play by ear, so I learn really quickly. If I don't know it, I'll learn it for the next week.
Yeah, I definitely love listening to your very classically trained piano skills. I feel you're very good with your ears that way, that
Thank you.
you could be like the perfect jukebox to just listen to every week. So I look forward to that,
Thank you.
and hope everybody else can join us as well. So finally, I just wanted to invite everybody out there to join us for your first live stream collaboration with artist Nicola Morgan, who many of you
Hi,
will
Nicola.
remember. Yeah, I believe
Down in
he's
the
in the
comments,
chat
I just
below.
want to say hey.
You will both be collaborating this Saturday at 7 p.m. as part of Art in the Garden Live. This event is a reimagined version of Art in the Garden, one of our longest running events. But for this version, you and Nicola are going to be working on a musical and visual art kind of dual time collaboration. And I think that's something that we've literally never tried before on North Van Arts. So I'm very much excited about seeing both your live stream this Saturday, and as well Paul Silvera and Pierre Leichner this Sunday, both at 7 p.m. So we hope all of you out there can join us, and if you're not following Ava already, please go and follow her now.
Thank you, Andrew.
No worries. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to everybody else for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.